What's up guys, Curtis here, welcome to The Only Way is Wagers episode 7, I believe we're on episode 7. Today we have another game against a YouTuber. Today we're up against Fifa13. We also have a game against a subscriber. So in the last episode you saw me lose 100k to Nepenthes and then win 100k back in the next one. So today we're playing up against Bateson for 75k, and Bateson beats me almost every time we play. I'd say 9, maybe 8 times out of 10 we play, depends if he's got his game on. It's basically me giving my money away. I don't know how it is, but I can hold on for a little while against Bateson and score a goal maybe, and pressure, but as soon as he scores, that's it, I crumble, and that is definitely evident in this game. Without wanting to give it away, the first 25 minutes here, I put him under quite a lot of pressure. I was actually in a Skype call with him. He was streaming at the time, actually. He wasn't wagering, he was streaming, and here you can see I was putting him under a bit of pressure at the start, but obviously not enough to get a goal. Perhaps I could have been a bit luckier there with that header, and it would have dinked him, but then come the 25th minute, he has a nice little break, does a good job of passing around, some terrible defending by me, and he gets a goal. And by that point, all the pressure I'd previously built up just goes down the drain, and now it's so easy for him to break me apart because I've lost my concentration, and he makes it 2-0 right there. But I tried my best to try and keep in it. We play the ball out there to Oxlade-Chamberlain, who cuts inside and then chips it in to Ben Arthur, who pulls it back to 2-1 by half time, but wasn't quite enough here. And just before, literally like just before half time again, he goes up the other end and the goalie stupidly parries it straight to him, and of course he's going to get it. That's the thing Bateson will do. He will just, when he attacks, he's so clinical, and he's got such a great team, he does not find it hard. Here is an example of me just crumbling. Like usually you can defend that so easy, but I'm just running my players out of the way as he just dinks it over his own head every single time. The most simplistic thing to defend, but I'm just crumbling and running all over the place. So by this point, he now made it 5-1, and it looked like it was just going to be a absolute smashing, which it was. I did pull one more back here to make it 5-2, but it was definitely too little, way too late, and that meant we lost the 75k. Very, very disappointing match there. He dominated me without a doubt, and I don't know why I bother playing him, because it's always the same outcome every single time. But as you can see, we are now back into the negatives again. Only the second point we've done it. The last time was during the middle of the last episode, but we pulled it back, and now we're 13k under, and not looking good. We do need to start winning some big ones now and get ourselves back up into some profit again. But we come up against this guy, Raf, just a subscriber. He seemed like a nice enough guy, and he had 3-5-2, as everybody does, with a very, very solid midfield, defence, and Malapa and Royce up top. You're always going to have a lot of danger when you have those two, and a very lovely passing move here, finally dinking it over to Malapa. So lucky that he managed to get it in, bouncing off the crossbar and over the line and then back out. But I did a very similar pass and move little play here, except rather than knocking it in for that one, I dinked it across to Podolski. A little bit of a sweaty goal, but when it's a wager at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. And that meant it was 1-0 as we went in at half-time. Lucas Podolski obviously scoring the goal for us, as he always does. And then we went on a nice little attack here. Podolski didn't really know what to do with the ball, was running in and out, Chambo managed to get the ball, luckily, to drop to Welbeck, who just tapped it under the goalie with a nice little scoop. Now, I wasn't really concentrating from this point. I was having a discussion with someone about who's better, Henry or Shearer. Now, don't leave comments about it, because the discussion is over now. I know I shouldn't have even mentioned it. It's going to be full of comments, but I didn't even realise he had scored until I looked up at the score in the 76th minute. It didn't register in my brain. I wasn't concentrating properly, and I'm very frustrated with myself that I did that, because it ended up being 2-2 by full time, and that meant we had to go to extra time, and then it went to penalties because nothing happened in extra time. So really, I wasted the chance of getting an easy 20k here, and had to put myself through the pressure of penalties. But Danny Welbeck stepped up and took the first one here, and banged it down the middle with so much ease. Then he stepped up with Malapa. I so nearly saved it. How different would it have been had I saved that one? Then I went down the middle. He saved it. If the goalie had stuck his arm in the air, we would have been 1-0 up, and I would have probably gone a different way. And they scored that one, made it 2-1, and it just kept going worse and worse. I knew he was going to dive to the left there, but he still managed to get to it. I knew he was going to go slightly down the middle, and I was frustrated with myself. It's possibly the worst penalty shootout I've had. Had 3 out of my 4 penalties saved, and didn't save a single one. Absolutely embarrassing, but that meant we lost it, and that is the end of this wagers one. We've lost 95k in this episode, which is not great, but thanks always for watching, guys. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you want a chance to wager me, you've got to come into my streams or check out on Twitter. Both links are down below. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.